The sports card market never sleeps, and this week has been no exception. From jaw-dropping auction bids to major hobby news, we've got a packed episode for you. A one-of-one Paul Skeens card is taking the auction world by storm. Caitlin Clark rookie making news, new Upper Deck releases having collectors buzzing, and plus we will break down the hottest releases, biggest sales, and card shows that you may want to visit if you're in that area. So buckle up, guys. This is the Hustlers Hobby Report, week 2. So here we go. So the first thing is, or the main thing on everybody's mind is, I'm making this video on Thursday. In a few hours, the Paul Skeens one-of-one is coming to an end by 9 o'clock Eastern time tonight. As of right now, the bid for this card was $750,000, and there's 60 bids so far, and there's 5 hours left. So what's this going to end with? How's this going to end? Is it going to be over $1 million? Is it going to be even more than $1 million? Is it going to be right around $1 million? So what do you guys think? Or at least if you're watching this video, because I'm airing it on Friday, obviously the auction is finished, but what did you guys think this was going to get to? I thought when this first started, it was going to go to at least $1 million or at least $750,000, which is at right now. What is that showing for the market? Is that good for the market? Is that bad for the market? You have these big high-priced cards that are selling, which is good for the market, but also at the same time driving up a lot of prices as well. So, it's a two sides of the coin where you're looking at it. So if you don't know about the Paul Skeens, a few months ago, 11-year-old from Los Angeles opened up the Christmas Day pack and of the Topps Chrome and opened this one-of-one. A lot of us are glad that a breaker did not open this, just because, breakers, I've seen people open up hundreds and hundreds of boxes in the span of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours looking for these cards. And I'm just glad that that 11-year-old kid opened this box during Christmas morning, and that just totally changed his life around. And a lot of these the proceeds are benefiting the Los Angeles fire relief efforts, which is a great thing, a great cause, and that's an awesome win-win for the card market and the hobby. So that's what's happening here. What do you guys think is going to happen to the future of the hobby? Make sure you can pause this video, comment down below. What do you think? Second thing, hot cards that I've seen over the past week from March 12th to March 19th. The first hot card that has been going around with the Caitlin Clark autographed rookie card. 2 of them have surfaced, and each of them were valued higher than her projected 4-year contract in professional basketball, which is just crazy. And that has been a big card that people have been looking for. Victor Wemby Logoman is a one-of-one, I believe, the card, and this was already surpassing $215,000 in bids with a few days remaining in its auction. That's when I looked at a couple days ago. And that's like the third most expensive card actually to date in this rare card, this autograph card for Wembanyama. So there's another one, 1952 Mickey Mantle rookie, and this card they call like an authentic grade, and I'm not really sure what to go by with authentic grade. I'm not really versed in like the grading part of this, and we just made a video on grading, how we didn't really like what was going on with the market. But authentic grade, it's due to its condition, obviously, because 1952. But it has intrigued collectors, and the bidding was exceeding about $35,000 just for this card, so which is pretty cool. Juju Watkins, there's an exclusive Topps card, USC star Juju Watkins. Watkins has been history signing an exclusive deal with Topps, making her the first female athlete to have an agreement with Topps, which is a pretty great thing to say. So that's great for the market, great for what's going on in the market. So some news in the market. There's a big news about Panini and its legal proceedings with the lawsuit against Fanatics, saying that Fanatics is a monopoly and it's affecting the trading card company or the history. And Panini's antitrust lawsuit is moving forward against Fanatics. So we're watching that closely to see what's going to happen with that. That's over the last week when I looked at it in the beginning of the week. Also, Upper Deck, they have the DC annual comic card set, and this is the first physical release under that expanded deal with Warner Brothers. So that's a pretty cool thing. I don't know if I really get into those cards or not, but that's a really cool thing for the hobby as they're expanding out a little bit further. So that's neat. There's a heritage event and a heritage auction event that is hosting sports car catalog, and this is featuring a dream collection of hockey legends, which is looking at the event, and that event is concluding on March 29, 2025. So make sure you guys check that out. It's the upcoming Heritage Auctions event. Upcoming sports car releases. The first one that's releasing is the Upper Deck Premier Hockey. That is coming out on March 19th. So that's today if you're watching this video, or tomorrow for me. And each box guarantees one autograph, a patch card, 2 memorabilia cards, and 1 autographed jersey card. So the set is pretty good for rookie patch cards. And that is coming out on March 19th. That's the 2023-2024 Upper Deck Premier Hockey. So maybe try to grab a pack of them. We'll see how much money they're coming out to. Second one is Panini Zenith Football. That is March 21st. Now, we've been doing this insider group and having you guys email us insider or send the comments about insiders and things like that. But I figured that making a video every Friday would be a better thing for you guys to watch. And it's like hopefully a 10-minute video if I stop talking, right? And you guys can kind of go through each week and see what's happening instead of me writing emails out to everybody. But we can still do that over monthly and get everything compiled into one spreadsheet. But this is the new thing that I'm trying out and see how you guys like it. So, of course, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this series and if it's worth doing or not. So I'm not really sure. So the first time we got 500 views because YouTube didn't really push it. So we'll see what happens for the second time. The third one is the Topps Heritage for Baseball 2024. It's the high numbered set. So the blaster boxes, mega boxes, things like that are coming out next week, March 26th. So look for them. I don't really get into the Topps Heritage too much. I mean, they're just, I don't know. I don't really like those too much. There's not much variation in the Topps Heritage set. Seems like there's just a lot of just base cards and a couple different things, but you don't get a lot of variation in that set. Not a lot of numbers. I've opened a lot of packs of the Heritage, and I really have gotten nothing. But again, my sample size is small. Maybe you have gotten something that you got pretty good. I don't really go after hobby boxes because they're just too expensive. But I get a blaster box here and there, and we haven't really found anything, when my daughter wants to get, a couple packs and things like that. The last one is Panini Encore Football, and that also comes out on March 26th. Haven't got them before, but if you're into Panini and Encore Football, I heard that's a pretty good pack to get, but I haven't really got into that. But those are the release dates that are coming out over the next week. Now, the last part are the card shows, and there's a lot of card shows coming out over the next few weeks, and one is in Morristown, Tennessee. And of course, I'm reading off of the list here because I don't have them all memorized. But there's a card show at the College Square Mall in Tennessee, Morristown, Tennessee, from Friday, March 21st to Sunday, March 23rd. So if you're in the Tennessee area, make sure you guys check that out because I heard it's a pretty good card show from the subscribers that have been commenting and things like that. Orlando Card Show, obviously in Orlando, Florida. That's also March 21st to March 22nd. And have never been to that one before, but there's a lot of people that live in Orlando, and that would be a good card show to attend. If you do attend it, let us know in the comments, like, what do you guys think and stuff like that. So as I do this for years and years and years and years, I can see what card shows work the best because obviously I'm not flying around the country going to different card shows. Mid-America Center Card Show, and this is in Iowa, Council Bluffs, Iowa. And that's, again, this weekend, March 21st to the 23rd. So if you're in the Iowa area, go check it out. The Cowtown Sports Card Show and Toy Collectible Show. We go to toy collectible shows a lot too, in the area where we live. And my uncle's looking for like those original Star Wars figures, and he needs 2 more to complete his collection. I think the R2-D2 that has the lightsaber, and then Yak Face, and they're the last 2 that he needs, and of course they're the most expensive. But card shows, toy shows we like going to, and that's in Fort Worth, Texas, and that's on Saturday, March 22nd. So if you're watching this video, there you go. And then the Wyndham Sacramento's Card Show, and that is Saturday, March 22nd as well, and that's in Sacramento, California. So if you're in the California area, there's the different card shows and things like that. So if you're in the card shows, I try to give you ones around the country because hopefully this video is hitting around the country and you're near some of these areas. If you see other card shows that are this weekend, let us know in the comments, and I'll pin it up to the top so everybody can see when these card shows are and stuff like that. And there's also one in Philadelphia called the Brotherly Love Card Show, and that is this weekend as well on Saturday, March 22nd, and that is in Voorhees, New Jersey. So if you're in the area around these different places, go check them out. The card shows have been, crazy over the last 3 or 4 months, and been very, very a high population of people going to these card shows. And that just means that the sports card market is in a pretty good state right now. So that's a pretty cool thing to see. And I love walking around the card shows, talking to everybody and things like that. Nobody really knows who I am. Hopefully they'll, one day they'll know who I am when I'm walking around. But it's pretty cool to talk to people and know and what they got, how they get there, why they're setting up a table and things like that. So it's a pretty cool thing to do. So we're at 10 minutes. That's where my goal was for this series, to stay around 10 minutes. So all this stuff that has been going on, next week we'll do the exact same thing on Friday, and then we'll talk about what's happening with the Paul Skeens auction probably next week. So, and see how much it got to, because right now 750,000. So hopefully we'll see if it gets to 1 million or more, and that's just a crazy number for just one card, and especially a pitcher. It's just crazy to me. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we appreciate you watching the Hustler Hobby Report. Hopefully you guys will stay tuned for next week. Week 3, every Friday morning, we'll send these things out and keep you guys informed of the week past and the week during the hobby and what happened during the hobby. So pretty cool stuff. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.